The Google Pixel 6 Pro was released a little over 2 years ago in October 2021. Back then, it was Google's best offering, but how is it faring today? Initially launched at a flagship price of $900, you can now get it for $280. But can it still compete in 2024 with other phones? Let's talk about it. Starting with the display, it's a really beautiful one. Sporting a 6.7-inch LTPO AMOLED screen is pretty big enough for satisfactory media consumption and gaming. It also just looks good. The colors are not just vivid, they pop with deep blacks and vibrant hues, creating an immersive visual experience. And with a Quad HD Plus resolution of 1440 by 3120 pixels, you are also guaranteed of having a great clarity and detail. The 120Hz refresh rate is also adaptive, so it switches between 60Hz and 120Hz based on the phone's activity, contributing not only to a smoother user experience, but also still managing battery life. The Pixel 6 Pro's display is also HDR10+ certified, ensuring that when you are watching content, especially in apps like Netflix, you'll enjoy excellent colors and a dynamic range that brings scenes to life. In a nutshell, while it may not be the absolute creme de la creme, the display on the Google Pixel 6 Pro is more than good enough for the current budget price. As a matter of fact, you can still put it side to side with the current flagship phones and you won't notice a difference. It's even better than the likes of the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus. Next on, the design and build quality. And before you continue, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button as we are inching closer to the 1000 subscriber milestone. Back to the design, it's definitely a head turner. This phone, together with the Pixel 6, introduced the iconic Pixel camera bump that lays on a horizontal bar. The look is exclusive to Pixel phones only and is really cool. Beyond its appearance, the build quality of the phone is also solid. The aluminum frame screams durability and also gives a premium feel. The front is protected by Gorilla Glass Victus, while the back features Gorilla Glass 6, and they are both hard enough to protect the phone from the normal day-to-day accidental faults that smartphones often endure. It also has IP68 dust and water resistance, so it can go underwater for up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. Perfect for shooting a SpongeBob episode, and like many phones from today, it has no headphone jack, so while that may be a deal breaker to some, it's not that big of a deal. Moving on to performance, the Pixel 6 series first introduced us to the first generation of Google's built-in Tensor processor. Unlike other flagship phones who chase after peak performance, Google has consistently sought well-rounded efficiency, and the Tensor chipset gives us exactly that. Beyond raw power, this processor has many AI machine learning capabilities, giving Pixel phones exclusive features such as voice typing, live translate, and calling assistant. But that aside, it's still a good processor when it comes to performance. In fact, its performance is comparable to heavyweight processors like the Snapdragon 888 or Dimensity 9000 processors. Whether you're multitasking, gaming, or tackling demanding applications, you'll rarely encounter any performance hiccups with the Pixel 6 Pro. On the RAM front, it has a generous 12GB of RAM and storage options of 128GB to 56GB or 512GB. While the storage isn't expandable, these configurations should more than suffice for the majority of users. So when it comes to performance, this phone outshines most phones from today, especially those at a similar price point currently. Now, one of the biggest selling points of Pixel phones have always been in the cameras, and this is no exception. Equipped with a triple camera system at the back, the Pixel 6 Pro boasts a 50-megapixel main lens, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens, and an impressive 48-megapixel telephoto lens. Not to forget the 11-megapixel selfie snapper at the front. The camera quality on this device is truly amazing, especially when it comes to capturing photos. It's a solid performer, delivering great contrast, a wide dynamic range, and vivid colors. The sharpness and level of detail captured by the Pixel 6 Pro's camera system make it a standout choice for photography lovers, and the same goes for the selfie camera. The optical camera has 4 times optical zoom, allowing you to zoom up to 4 times without compromising on quality. This comes in handy, especially when you want to capture distant subjects with precision. And when it comes to video recording, the rear camera can do 4K video at 60fps, while the selfie camera can do 4K at 30fps. Beyond the hardware part of the camera, the Pixel 6 Pro includes some impressive photo editing features that can enhance and refine your photos, such as Magic Eraser, which allows you to selectively remove people and objects from the background of your photos, resulting in cleaner and more professional looking images. All in all, the Pixel 6 Pro's camera setup is truly impressive, and for just under $300, it's practically impossible to find a camera system that rivals its capabilities, especially when compared to newly released devices. At its launch, it came with Android 12, and the good news is that it has received updates all the way up to the current Android 14. And it's not just up to date, but also future-proof for the coming years, because it will definitely get Android 15 and possibly even Android 16. Also, as a Google phone, the Pixel 6 Pro benefits from all the good stuff that Android has to offer. Running on stock Android, you get the purest form of the operating system, so no bloatware, and you also get exclusive features for Pixel phones only, such as call screening, which pretty much eliminates all spam calls, or live transcription on the Recorder app. Moving on to battery life, it has a 5003 mAh battery, which is a pretty good battery size even for today. And when it comes to actual battery life, I wouldn't claim that it's the best, but it's undeniably good. It will still get the job done, and should last you a whole day on casual average usage. Of course, as with any smartphone, battery life can vary based on your personal usage patterns. Heavy users might find themselves reaching for the charger before the day is over, while more moderate users can expect a reliable and enduring battery experience. When it comes to charging, it supports 23W wired charging and 23W wireless charging. You even get reverse wireless charging. This is a premium feature that's very rare to find in budget phones, especially those worth $280. So, is this phone still worth buying? Yes, it is. Priced just under $300, the Pixel 6 Pro has everything you need and more. From the captivating display and impressive performance, to the amazing camera system, IP68 rating for dust and water resistance, and the added convenience of wireless charging. All of these features come together in a package that doesn't break the bank. You also get the assurance of staying up to date with software updates for the next 1 or 2 years, and also being a Google phone, you get the best of Android software with exclusive features. And so while it may lack a headphone jack and a microSD card slot, these can be seen more as inconveniences than true drawbacks, and they are challenges that are quite easy to work around. So if you're at a budget, but you want flagship features, you should try this phone. As a matter of fact, always look for older flagships instead of new budget or mid-range phones. What other older phones should you talk about? Let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. I'm Milan and this is Fuzi Tech. Subscribe.